So I'm going to speak a little bit about, this is not to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any sickness, illness, or disease, but I want you to understand why I talk about natural healing so much in God's design. So let's go to gut health. Let's go to the core. We have where that is your biggest endocrine organ. That is where you assimilate all, you drink, eat, everything. And it's important because a lot of times if that system gets messed up, you have what's called backup systems. And so a lot of times if you have leaky gut happening, that's microscopic holes in the lining of your intestines that happen from yeast decomposing you before you die. And so it leaks out, and what happens? It ends up going into our body cavities, into our bloodstreams. Well, the lymph system is designed to pick up liquid waste. It actually has Peyer's patches. It's an integrated lymphatic, part of the lymphatic system into the GI tract. And so what it does is it actually carries fats to the body, to your body where you need it. Well, it's also your immune system defense. It's where like T cells and your fighter cells are created. Well, let's say you're leaking out of this one. It's getting into your body cavity. Your body is initiating responses. Hello, autoimmune responses. So things compound over time. Well, your lymphatic system starts to try to swell, and it starts to pull stuff into the surrounding areas. That's where you get like lymphedema. You see a lot of inflammation. Like people, like I used to have a round face, y'all. That was all the inflammation. Who knew? And so that system is pulling. Well, guess what? Now we have that system that's overrun. So guess what? Your spleen filters your blood. Your liver's filtering, and it's also part of your lymphatic system. It's where a lot of amazing things are made. You have your liver working, your kidneys working. And so you have a lot of things that are now, your body wants to keep things going in the systems that they're designed. Well, guess what? So if you can't, if your lymphatic system can't handle the amount, guess what? It actually, or it gets too thick, like it's supposed to be like a creamy, milky, like breast milk. But if it gets buttery, like literally turns into butter, it will offshoot and actually into the respiratory system. And there's an area of fluid in, the lungs. It's I can't remember the name, but it will offshoot, I believe it's into there. And then, so you start coughing up phlegm and different stuff like that. And so the systems don't want to be intercrossing, but what happens is the detox processes have now gotten slightly broken. I can't think of another word. And so as that happens, guess what? You start having headaches. Like you have a whole lymphatic system. It's a lymphatic system that for your brain. And it actually requires certain nutrients to drain that lymphatic system from your brain. You have where your sinuses and you, right under your teeth all have lymph nodes and a lymphatic system that runs. Guess what? A lot of times you have, where if you're talking about inflammation, your lymphatic system and nerves a lot of times run side by side. And so if you have any swelling on there, guess what's happening? It's coming over here. It's pressing on nerves, like things, losing feeling in your fingers, your toes, and different parts. That is all inflammation related. Now the source could be multiple different things, but a lot of times you have to reduce the inflammation. You have to balance the blood sugar. That's huge. That's a cellular inflammation load, period. So as you do different things and you look at the systems, you look at things that are holding, swelling, 70% of your liver has methylation, and that's your cellular detoxification system. Like 70% of your methylation happens in your liver. It depends on what you're eating, drinking, being exposed to, daily toxins. And guess what is your biggest detox organ? It is your skin. That's why people, as they work on their health and they start to look better, they start to get this glow. They start to like age backwards, because your skin can a lot of times reflect what is going on in the inside. Like if you have white patches, or you have lots of moles, or actually lots of freckles, depending on the type of freckles. You can see from acne, from bumps, from itchy skin, rashes. That is all your body trying to get things out. because it's at a level that the body is literally trying to jettison it off into different systems. Like I said, it has backup systems. And so then if you look at a cellular level, if you are deficient and it can't convert certain things into certain things, you'll have backup systems that it will route on a cellular level that it doesn't want to and does not help you. Like for instance, if you make your own hydrogen peroxide. If you have too much, guess what? You start getting white hairs. And if you start getting them younger, that means there's a problem with the breaking down of the hydrogen peroxide on a cellular level within your body. You need some, but you don't need so much that it's starting to be pushed out your scalp and bleach your hair. You know what I mean? Different things like fungus. If you have athlete's foot, that is an overrun of fungus just trying to be pushed out, and your feet typically tend to be moist and wet more than anything else. And so understand liver spots, things like that are just showing you, they're like the lights on a car being like, hey, I need help. We need help. We're deficient in something. We're overrun by toxins. Somebody send help. And that's why a lot of times nutritional deficiency plays into toxin overload. And vice versa. Sometimes toxin overload can create a nutritional deficiencies. So this is why I'm so excited to talk about natural health, because so many things are connected and our bodies are designed to heal because God He made them that way. Just look at the design and the intricacies. And so I just want to really encourage you that you're on the right path. Natural healing is amazing. It definitely takes a little bit of work, but it is worth it. So hopefully that gave you a little science preview on what is going on, but really our bodies are so fearfully and wonderfully made.